Hi, Dr. Pratiksha.
Hi, Dr. Palak. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good too.
Thank you so much for accepting our invitation to be here and on such a short notice because this was something that I felt it was really needed.
Yes. Thank you so much for inviting me in. Even I'm very excited to answer all the
Mhm.
questions.
Yes. So I've got a lot of questions, but before I start, I'd like to introduce Dr. Pratiksha. So we've been knowing each other since a long time. She answers all my stupid questions that come in, regarding the smallest of things that are ever asked. So starting from, how to fill the form to which college is good, which college is not good. She's like my go-to person. So I thought, having her here would make it really good for anybody who wants to understand the process starting from how to fill the form to actually go into a college and then um, like ace your journey towards NEET, MDS, and then now towards your post graduation. So she's like one package who has a lot of things to share today, and I am very excited to take on all to share all the questions with you.
Yes, definitely.
So should we start?
Yes, we can.
Right.
Or we can just wait for 1 or 2 minutes so that
Sure.
there are people joining in slowly and steadily.
Correct.
Till then, we can start with the basic questions.
Yeah, absolutely. So, guys, a lot of you asked firstly about this entire thing on eligibility, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
if you can clear the surface doubts on eligibility and how can one, there are a lot of things, right? Somebody's internships are not ending. So, I got a lot of questions on that. So, if you could clarify stuff based on that.
Yeah. Actually, this year the eligibility criteria is very different. There has been information in the information bulletin actually that those who are having their internship completion this year by 31st March are only eligible for the examination.
Correct.
And one more thing is very clear that those who are having their internship completion date post 31st March are not eligible for this examination. And even I'm getting very much queries like, can they request the authorities to delay this timeline? But they have clearly mentioned in bold letters in the information bulletin that there's they won't entertain any such things. So there's no point in calling them or asking them to extend the deadline. It's always
Mm.
going to be 31st March only for this
Okay.
year. Yeah, and
Okay.
there's no change that is going to happen. Even if you write to them or call them, it's clearly mentioned that they won't be entertaining any such comments this year, particularly.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So that's something that's important to take care of, right?
Yes.
So, are there any most important key points in this year's information bulletin that people should, make sure they remember?
Yeah. I can give you five major key points this year. First is that there is going to be a single slot examination. As we could see in NEET PG, there was a two-slot examination, and that created a lot of confusion among the students. But this
Okay.
year, in NEET MDS, there's not going to be any change. The exam is going to be conducted in a single slot only, and it is going to be 2 to 5 p.m., which is a major change because the exam used to be conducted on Sundays and that too 9 to 12. But this year it is
Hmm.
going to be on a Saturday, which is a working day for a lot of offices, and it's going to be 2 to 5 p.m. So
Okay.
it's better to plan your travel because a lot of people are going to travel. So it's better to plan accordingly and then travel. Second thing I can say is that there's no paper pattern change, which was a very big question mark because last year only they announced that they are going to continue the AIIMS paper pattern and there are going to be 4 or 5 sections in the examination and each section is going to have a time allotted. But this year it is going to be like the same old pattern, part A and part B, 100 questions, 140 questions, and 3 hours. Third thing
And
is that again, this internship thing, which is a major takeaway, that it's going to be 31st March only. Fourth thing that we can see is that the application form deadline is 10th March and they won't entertain after that, especially the edit window. The edit window is going to be opening from 13th to 15th March. So you will be having 2 to 3 days to edit whatever is required in the application form. And fifth thing we can see is that the charges. We have seen a dip in the charges, the application form fee. It was 4,000 around till last year. This year it is 3,500 rupees. There might be a few platform charges that will be seen once you are doing the payment, and 2,500 for the reserved candidates. So these are the
Understood.
broad, I can say, the important things that we are going to see in the information bulletin of NEET MDS, because it's a very thick bulletin and not possible to read each and everything. But these are the major changes that we can see this year.
Understood. Yeah, thank you for that. So, timeline for form filling, I've already asked you this question, but once again, for
Yeah,
everybody here.
timeline, actually the form filling has started on 18th February and it is going to be up till 10th March. Between this only you can fill the form, you can know different dates and all to create that mess that timing will be different for the payment and all, nothing like that. It's quite simple. Second thing is that even it's mentioned in the bulletin that people are very much hurried. They want to fill the form somehow.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Take your time. And the best time to fill any of the forms is at night. I would always recommend, if you are a night person or if you can stay awake at 1 or 2 in the night, just go ahead and fill your form peacefully at night. No problem, no payment problem. Even if there's a payment problem, just fill the basic details and wait. You can make the payment the next day. That won't be a problem. And it's very easy. The form filling is very easy. It's going to take hardly 20 to 25 minutes, not more than that.
Right. But why did you say that you should fill the form at night apart from the traffic?
Actually, yeah, it's because of the traffic only. Sometimes what happens is that recently when it started on 18th of February, I could see that a lot of students were complaining that they can't fill the form comfortably. There's some kind of lag in the software or the website. So it's better if you can take out time at night. During counseling also, I would suggest, because I follow this. My students, I mostly enroll them at night. It's much easier because not much people are on the website and it's not crashing or no problem is there.
Nice, nice, nice. Somebody is asking the topic of discussion. So for all the people who have just joined, there was a lot of confusion around NEET MDS, specifically NEET MDS, and we are addressing all the questions and, a lot of doubts regarding the application process, the eligibility, all of that. So anybody who's giving NEET MDS 2025 this year, this discussion is something that would be useful for you. So moving on, we have the next question, which is if somebody is not eligible, what to do?
If somebody is not eligible, see, what happens is that a lot of people used to sit for this examination for a trial
Yes,
method. When I was
yes.
preparing back in 2020-21, so our coaching centers used to tell us that you can sit for the exam just to get that experience. But the application fee is quite costly. It's not on the cheaper side. So I would
Okay.
suggest that rather than just trying for the examination, even if you're not eligible, you can go for the mock tests. You will get the
Okay.
same interface. There's no changes. So many coaching centers have free mock tests. You can sit and give the examination from the comfort of your home. And it's going to be computer based in the final examination also. So if you're not eligible, don't sit and try for the examination. In case your internship completion period is in the month of April, go for INI-CET. It's going to be conducted on 18th May.
So that's
Yeah.
a better option for anybody who's
Yeah.
finishing their internship
By
later, right?
April. Yeah.
Right. The next question is something that you've already asked, but because a lot of people have just joined, maybe we can address it again. That, can we request to let us sit for the examination if our internship completes post 31st of March?
No, you cannot, because this year in the information bulletin, it's written in bold letter that they're not going to entertain any of such requests. Even if you call
Okay.
them or mail them, they are not looking forward to entertain such things. Only those who have completed before 31st March or getting their internship completed by 31st March are only eligible to sit for the examination.
Got it. Okay. The next question is related to armed forces. So, if there are students who want to join armed forces through NEET, what is the process and what do they need to know?
See, there are two colleges in India where they can get admission for the armed forces. One is AFMC Pune and the second one is Army Dental College in Delhi. So if you are a student who's looking forward to get a seat in any of the Army Dental Colleges, you have to appear for NEET MDS examination. And if you're willing to join the Short Service Commission, then there's an option. When you're filling the form, there's no extra charge for it. You can just tick mark that option. It's free of cost for you. Once you get the rank and your merit list is published, you get the scorecard. Army Dental Corps is a separate entity. They are going to publish their own forms, their own application form. You can fill that up. You'll be called for an interview. If you're medically fit enough, then you're going to get the seat. So Army Dental Corps, the minimum eligibility criteria is going to be NEET MDS. You have to qualify. You cannot get into Army Dental Corps without NEET MDS. Second thing is that you have to be medically fit. There are a lot of norms, terms, and conditions that you have to follow in order to get into there.
Right.
But make sure that when you're filling the form, make sure to tick mark that option that you're willing to join the academy. Because not everybody is willing to join the armed dental forces. So you have to tick mark that option
Right.
in order to get that opportunity after the result is announced.
Got it. Got it. So, there's a question which says, what is the primary dental qualification center? There's probably a word used, primary dental
Certificate.
qualification center.
Yeah. So actually this year we can see this term being used under the name of the candidate criteria, that under the name you have to put your name that is present in this certificate, and this certificate is your BDS degree that you'll be getting from the college.
Okay.
Yeah, so this primary dental certificate is your BDS degree that you get from your college, be it provisional or be it your final degree. Whatever name is mentioned there, you have to mention the same name in your application form.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Somebody has just asked on the chat over here, so we'll prioritize these ones. So somebody has asked, is it compulsory for us to have a OBC NCL certificate for counseling?
Yeah. So, student, if you are belonging to the category of OBC NCL, which is OBC non-creamy layer candidate, so make sure that you have the certificate before the counseling. Because what will happen right now during the form filling, you won't be requiring the certificate. You don't have to upload this particular document. But when you're sitting for the counseling, you need to have the certificate ready. And second thing is that this certificate is something which needs to be renewed every 6 months. So if you're having your OBC NCL certificate maybe 2-3 years old, that won't work for you. Because when you go for the physical document verification, they'll be asking for the latest one. So if you are belonging to this category, make sure to go to your nearby center and get your latest OBC NCL certificate made before the counseling. Don't worry right now. Once the examination is done, just go to the center, get your certificate made. Right now, just simply in the category option, just put OBC NCL as your option.
Got it. Then, so there's a question related to the Aadhaar card. What if my BDS degree and Aadhaar card names are different? What to do in such a case?
Yeah. So actually, this is a very trending question right now. Because if you see under this name of the candidate criteria, there after this primary dental certificate, it's written that you have to put the name that is mentioned in your Aadhaar card or your identity proof also. Now, there are two scenarios in this. If you are somebody who's married, let's say, or if you're somebody for XYZ reason, you have changed your surname or anything like that. So now what happens is that you have to first of all put your college degree name in the application form.
Okay.
Second thing is that suppose your Aadhaar card is having some other name and you have put your college name in your application form. Now you reach the center, they'll be matching your application form, like your admit card and your Aadhaar card name, and that will be different. Now they will create a ruckus there. So I want you all to not follow that primary dental certification name and just put your Aadhaar card name in the application form. So that your admit card will be generated with the same name. And once you reach the center, see, they are not that much educated. They don't know. They just want to match your name with your admit card. So put your Aadhaar card name and just go to the center, give your examination. During the counseling, if they ask you that why your BDS degree certificate has a different name and now your Aadhaar card has a different name, if you are married or for the XYZ reason, whatever has happened, just explain them. There won't be any problem in counseling. Counseling is actually quite easy if you approach it nicely and you have all the documents ready with you. There won't be any problem. But make sure when you're filling your form, put your name as mentioned in the Aadhaar card, because you have to carry your Aadhaar card and admit card to the document before the test center. We have got quite a few questions.
Yeah. I'll just be going through them. So the first person has actually asked for MDS classes, which online course is good?
There are lot of coaching centers. See, we are not here to promote any coaching center in
Yeah.
particular, but you can definitely look out for CDs. There is DBMCI MDS, then there's Dental Pulse Academy. A lot of coaching centers are there, and offline coaching centers are also there, like BDS to MDS is there. So these are I can say I completely trust in them, and you can also look after such coaching centers.
Right. Somebody's asked, can you explain about the junior residency in AIIMS and JIPMER?
Okay. See, I'll tell you. For JRship in AIIMS, you have to appear for INI-CET. Those
Okay.
who have got a good rank of top 100 or 150 will be called for the JRship of AIIMS. Even if you got a lower rank, maybe you can apply for the JRship, but chances are very less for you to get the opportunity. So if you're looking for the JRship in AIIMS, which comes every 6 months, make sure to sit for INI-CET, and you have to be in the top 100 to 150 rank in order to get your JRship there. For JIPMER, INI-CET, most probably it's not that important, because what happens in JRship, there are different categories. Sometimes it's non-academic JRship, sometimes it's for research associate. Lot of other criterias are there when it comes to other institutes. So it's better if you're looking for institute of national importance, that is AIIMS, JIPMER, PGI, you should sit for the INI-CET examination in order to get JRship. Because nothing in dentistry or medical field is entertained without the examinations and interviews. So you have to crack both of these things in order to get into such institutes.
Got it. Next, ma'am, if I have not mentioned my provisional number in the application, will it cause any problem?
See, provisional number, I hope you're talking about your provisional degree number or some roll number which is there.
Correct.
If you have not mentioned it, if it's not a mandatory field, not a problem. But if it's a mandatory field, you are supposed to mention it. And in case, guys, I'll tell you, today also I got one query on Career Mudra regarding this thing that, ma'am, I have missed out my dental license number and I have wrote it by mistake different than the actual one in the application form. And she has submitted the form, she has made the fees payment also. So now she's thinking whether she'll be able to rectify it during the edit window period or not. But the thing is that, see, some minor problems will always be there in your application form. Don't worry about it, because you are going to carry your admit card to the center, and you're going to only carry your admit card to the counseling also. They won't be asking for any other documentation.
Okay.
And in case if there is some data already feeded in the system, because nowadays it's a centralized counseling, don't worry, you can definitely talk to them in the counseling center and they'll help you out with this also. So if there is any minor problem, like sometimes people fill their cast wrong and all, don't worry about that, because the edit window will open, but mostly the edit window doesn't open for your name and all. So when you're putting your name, at least be very open about it. Like, don't be as a lazy and you're typing your name and everything, because name and all is not editable. I'll give you a list of things which are not editable, because there is a proper notification about that. The name of the candidate is not editable. The email ID is not editable. Mobile number is not editable. Nationality cannot be edited, and test city cannot be edited. Otherwise, things are editable. But if you have submitted your form, I think this option will not open for you. And the edit window opens for rectifying the photograph, for the thumb impression, for the photograph. So rest, everything can be taken care of in the counseling. It won't be any problem, be it all India or be it the state counselings.
Got it. Right, that was very useful, I think. Yeah.
We have one more question from Yadnesh.
Okay. I don't think there's another question from him.
Yeah. It's written, I have filled my name according to my mark sheet. Will it cause any problem? Okay, so Yadnesh, I want to know, like, you have filled your name according to which mark sheet? Are you talking about your BDS mark sheet? And is it different from your Aadhaar card name?
Yeah, maybe he has to answer it and then we'll be able to get it. Yeah.
Yeah, because if it's different from Aadhaar card name, then it will create a bit of problem in the test center during the checking. And if it's same as your BDS degree, not a problem. Because sometimes what happens is, Palak, okay,
Final year mark
sheet. Okay, Yadnesh, is your name different in final year mark sheet and Aadhaar card?
I think it's different, which is why he asked the question, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not same
Yeah,
as
it
PAN
is
card.
not
Okay,
same as
minute.
PAN card.
Okay, okay. See, Agnesh, what you can do, if it's matching your Aadhaar card, carry your Aadhaar card, don't carry your PAN card to the test center.
Okay.
Okay. Second thing is that in case if you can get your PAN card name changed, if that is your proper name which you're looking forward to, that would be better because you still have time. You have almost 60 days to go. 2 months is a long time. You can definitely get your PAN card name changed accordingly to your final year mark sheet if that is your proper name that you want to go
Got
ahead
it.
with.
Got it.
Or otherwise, don't carry your PAN card to the test center. Carry your Aadhaar card.
Right. Somebody is also asking about the EWS declaration
Declaration
process.
process, ma'am. Okay. See, EWS actually what happens is that it is the criteria. Like if you talk about OBC, SC, ST, EWS category, you'll be requiring your parents' income certificate. So if you are somebody who belongs to the EWS category and you want to get your EWS certificate made, you have to fill a declaration form, go to your nearby tehsildar or whatever center is near to you, which makes all these certificates, and get your EWS certificate made. And they'll be asking for your income proof of your father and mother because a lot of things are required in order to make such certificates. You have to present everything. And I can say one more thing, Palak, in this case now, because what happens is that students worry a lot about these things and they don't study. But my suggestion to everybody is that don't create this fuss before the counseling. Just select whatever category you belong to. If you belong to EWS, go for EWS. If you belong to OBC, NCL, SC, ST category, just select your category, get your documentation done after the examination when you're free. Don't run
Got
here
it.
and there for it right now because there's no point in doing that.
Right.
Second thing is, if you belong to that particular category and you know that you have a document priorly made for this, then only fill it. If you don't belong to this category, you are thinking that you can get your document made because every year a lot of students get stuck in this. They fill OBC, NCL, they fill EWS. By the counseling, they're not able to get the documents done, or because of some XYZ reason, the documents could not be made. So that will
Correct.
create a problem. Now,
Got
one
it.
more thing comes to this is that if you want to pick up a seat in NRI category, so what happens is that students they fill NRI now only. Don't do that.
Okay.
If you are from here, if you are from India, NRI and all, everything will be taken care of later on. So just
Got it.
simply whatever you are filling, you like if you're filling your application form right now, just pick the normal categories, general category, SC, ST, OBC, whatever category you belong to. Because otherwise it will create a problem later on.
Understood. That makes a lot of sense. Um, so, what if my city is not present in the test center list?
Yeah. Okay. So actually, what has happened last year due to this test center thing, a lot of mess was there in NEET PG. So this year, I could see in the information bulletin, it was written that NBE, like the national board, has the authority to make any changes to the test center according to their convenience. So
Okay.
if you are putting your first priority, suppose let's say I am from Kolkata, so my first priority of test center would be Kolkata. Now the
Right.
second priority, keep a center which is near to you, like near from Kolkata. Because maybe if they want to change, if the seats are filled here and then they want to give you the second option, they'll give you the second option. But they have the authority. Most probably you'll be getting your first option only. There won't be any problem with that. But in case you get a second priority or your third priority, make sure to choose it very wisely. Do not just randomly select the test centers because you want to go there or it's easier to go there. Don't do that because that will hamper your final day preparation.
Right. Can you just explain how these test centers are allotted? Because a lot of questions were asked around it.
Yeah, okay. So we can see in the information bulletin, there is a proper column that is made for the test centers. We can see the name of the states and along with that, the test centers names also. So you can check there that whether your
Okay.
city is coming under that list or not. And when you're filling the form also, you can see that these are the options available. In case any option is not mentioned, it means that the test center is full there. This only
Okay.
happens whenever the test center is full, that option will not be present during the form filling.
Got
Second thing is that we could see one more thing in the information bulletin that they have said in case your city is not present in the complete application form or in the list of the test centers, And a lot of students are there from that particular city. They can select others and write their city name. If a lot of students gather in that particular area, NB is going to allot a test center in that particular region also.
Oh,
So they have given this option. Yeah.
that's nice. That's really nice. So, it's possible, right, that a student can be allotted a different city even if, um, the primary choice is a different city? Like, can I be allotted different city even if my primary choice is a different city?
Yes, yes, definitely.
That's
Chances are
possible,
there. Even if
right?
you have put your first preference as some other city and the city is full, like the test centers are full, you can be allotted your second choice. And they have the authority to do that. You cannot do anything about it because they have clearly mentioned that it is subject to changes.
Understood. So they are allotting it based on the number of, like first come, first serve.
Yeah, yeah, first come, first serve. And see, Palak, it's not first come, first serve also because sometimes what happens is that you can see people, they want to fill form as soon as it is released, that we will miss out the test center. But chances are there because of any kind of confusion or anything, because they are running a very big software for all this. So it can happen that you can get a test center far away from your place. So that is not in anybody's hand. Nothing can be done about it. But in NEET MDS, till now we have seen people have got their dedicated center only. There hasn't been such problem because we are not that big in number, because we are very less in number as compared to the NEET UG or the NEET PG days. So that would be easier for us. We can get our first preferences, especially into the metro cities. The test centers are more in number.
Got it, got it. And some things about the examination center. So, like, what are the documents that one should carry and to the examination center?
Okay, so this year we could see a list of documents that they are asking us to carry. Every year we used to carry only one document, that used to be our Aadhaar card, because even if we misplace it, it's very easier to get it remade again. But in case you lose your PAN card or voter ID or anything like that, it's very hard to get it made. But this year they have given the option of Aadhaar card, PAN card, voter ID card, driving license, and they have written below it that carry as many as documents you can to the center. But I would not suggest that. You can carry two documents, but personally, if I would be going, I would carry only one document, that is my Aadhaar card, which is easily replaceable. Don't carry your PAN card or any other such documents which are of more importance.
Right.
And in case you want to carry your Aadhaar card and your PAN card, and you're good to go.
Got it, got it, got it. Somebody has also asked that, what if I only have my provisional BDS degree, till now?
Yes, yes. Actually, what happens is that, Palak, you are also passed out from a deemed university, right?
Yes.
And I'm also from a deemed university. So what happened when I passed my BDS in 2020, we got only a provisional degree and migration certificate from the college. And every year we used to get our mark sheets. After that, they told us that we'll be getting our final degree after 1 year. So now, yeah, this happened with us. So now if I want to give my NEET MDS examination, suppose this year, and I'll be getting my degree next year because I'm passing out this year, they'll be giving me my provisional degree. So when you're filling the form, you have the option of provisional degree. You can just select the provisional degree. Once you go to the counseling center, you can tell them the same thing. There won't be any problem. You can get your degree the next year, take it to your college and submit it at that time, because you'll be getting a checklist when you'll be taking admission or doing the counseling, that these are the documents that you have submitted. And for XYZ reason, whatever document is missing, you'll be submitting them in the future.
Understood. Right. Right. So let's shift our focus from so much about the exam to, now that there are only 2 months left, what is the strategy that somebody should apply in order to make sure that they do well in NEET MDS 2025?
See, the final strategy that I would say is that right now we have only approximately 60 days left for the examination. So make sure to completely thoroughly do your dental pulse, because that book has everything that you need for the exam. Secondly, don't panic. Don't think about the result, because nowadays we are so result oriented. Nobody wants to follow the path only because they're scared of the result, whether I'll do it or I won't do it. Just calmly just prepare like you used to do in your BDS days. Nowadays, even I think why we don't think the same way, that okay, this is an exam. This is not only the only part of our lives. So just be calm, follow whatever coaching centers you're following, just follow that blindly. Don't get into the FOMO. Nowadays, so many things are available online. So telling something to the students, don't follow. Make a good strategy, make your own strategy. Or otherwise, listen to 10 strategies, compile it and make your own one strategy. Follow that. And yes, I have one copy of Palak's mind maps. So that is a very good addition. If you want to just do a quick revision. And you know, Palak, in the last 10 days, if you can revise your whole syllabus in the last 10 days, you're good to go for the examination.
Yeah.
We see students every year who study in the last 1 month and they qualify the examination 400, 500 marks and they get a good college. Because if you see, it's not like in India, we don't have good private colleges. We have really good private colleges and some of them can beat the government colleges also when it comes
Correct.
to the quality of education and the infrastructure that they are offering. So definitely, and your mind maps, it's very concise. So go for things which are very concise, Palak, because in the end, you just need to recall those important things. Nobody is going to ask you the theory in the paper. And it's an objective exam, not a subjective exam. You can't
Correct.
remember 19 subjects all at once. And once we see the book, it's like we are not able to do it. So just go for the colorful pictures. You want to create your own tables, create your own tables. It's easy to memorize and just study. Don't watch anything, don't listen to anybody, just study nicely and fill your form and you're done with it. Just don't think about it. Just go for the exam straight away. What is happening in the form, don't worry about that because that will be taken care of in the counseling itself. We have two more questions.
Yes. So, we have a question asking, ma'am, what should be the study plan for the last 15 days? As Dental Pulse is also done solving, so how can we utilize those last 15 days?
Okay, so this question is from Yadnesh. Yadnesh is a very active member.
Yeah.
So Yadnesh, you are done with your dental pulse, and in the last 15 days, I would suggest you must have marked your important questions in the dental pulse. Just go through them. Don't again read the whole dental pulse because you will be tired in the end. Second thing is that Yadnesh, just read the descriptions of the dental pulse. You must have marked it very nicely. Read everything because everything is mentioned there. And in case you have your handwritten notes, that's the best. Don't even do the pulse. Just thoroughly read your handwritten notes in the end because we have to just read. This examination is everything about reading and recalling. So 15 days only going to be revision and give GTs. Every day sit for 3 hours and especially at 2 to 5 p.m. You have 60 days to make your mind and your brain ready for that timing. Sit every day 2 to 5 for giving that particular 3-hour examination. Because at that point of time, it will be like again the same test you are giving. It won't be a very big facade that, oh my God, it's my exam today.
Correct. Correct. There's also one more question, which is, how is OP in KGMU?
Yeah. See, of course, KGMC is KGMC. There is no replacement of KGMC. I have seen students who have not got a clinical seat and they want KGMC, so they'll be going for the non-clinical seats also like OP. And oral pathology is a very versatile branch. If you are getting a chance for OP in KGMU, definitely go for it because KGMC, MAMC, these institutes, they have great faculty. Second thing is that they have like diverse options. They'll be giving you a very good I can say clinical experience, very good opportunities in future which you won't get in the private colleges when it comes to non-clinical field. So if you're looking for non-clinical, government colleges are the best option. Second, OP, go for KGMC if you're getting that.
Okay. So, this entire thing about colleges, I think leave it aside at this point because you just have 60 days. Don't think about the college, think about that exam. And there's a lot to discuss on colleges, which we'll probably do as the session after NEET, right? Because we can go on and on about colleges, branch, all of that. So, one last question from there. Actually, it's a repeat question, but yeah, since the audience is quite new right now, will the internship cutoff date extend or not?
No, the internship cutoff date will not extend. If you are looking to give the examination, go for the mock tests. And second thing, lot of coaching centers are going to publish the examination recalls. So just sit, watch it on YouTube. Please don't fall prey for this, that it's okay, I'll fill the form for the trial or anything like that. Don't sit for the examination right now.
Right.
Okay, we have a request from Anmol. आप क्या जानना चाहते हो अनमोल? What आपका question क्या है? You can write it down in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer. I think he's not able to follow. आप
Yeah. हिंदी
या आप अपना क्वेश्चन
में
लिख के
बोलो.
बताइए.
हाँ. So for anybody who has doubts with respect to, form filling, how to fill, etc., we'll have a session completely for that, which is happening on Sunday at 8 o'clock. Thank you for accepting the request for doing that. So, a lot of confusion. Ye Baru, should I put this? Should I not put this? So in detail, we'll actually sort of summarize
Yeah,
how to go about that entire thing.
yeah,
And we'll also
I would,
take up more doubts, right?
yeah.
So, if you
And
have any more
doing a
questions,
demo filling also. In the webinar, we'll be doing a live demo filling of how to fill the form patiently, because I don't think Saturday is too late for everybody. It's hardly 2-3 days more. And we have got one more question. Will they reject our application form if few mistakes made? Okay, what mistakes have you made? If you tell me about your mistake, maybe I can help you with the solution.
yeah,
See, guys, application form rejection is not that easy. That if you make a few mistakes and they're going to reject your application form, it won't be a problem. And second thing, if you are very much worried about it, there are helpline numbers mentioned on the website. You can call them and tell them. If there are few minor mistakes like here and there, filling the dental license number or the provisional degree number and all, everything can be rectified before the counseling. Don't worry about it. DCI application number and the background. Okay, picture you are going to be like able to correct it during the edit window. Don't worry about the picture. If your picture gets rejected, you'll be getting a mail and you can log in during the edit window period and you can rectify your picture. DCI application number, it might open, it might won't open. If it doesn't open, don't worry about it. That won't be written during your in your admit card, because your admit card contains your picture. So that is very important. If there's any problem in the picture, that you can rectify in the edit window, be assured about that. Don't worry about it. DCI application number, it's wrong, not a problem. When you're going for the counseling, again, you have to fill this number. You can rectify it there. It won't be a problem.
got it. So basically, just don't worry at this point. It's all rectifiable, right?
It won't be a problem. Everything can be looked after in the counseling. It won't be a problem.
Right. And don't rush through this application process just to, fill it just for the sake of it. Give it time. They've given enough time to fill the
Yeah.
application form. Nobody is in this race to fill the application form. So you can be,
And those
you can
who
wait.
have not filled it, Palak, they can join us on Saturday
Yeah.
during the live.
Yeah.
We conduct.
Yeah. So on Saturday, we'll exactly, maybe you can go point by point and explain how
Yeah.
to fill that application form properly.
Yeah. Because then we can see what are the mistakes that people are going to make, and if they are making that mistake, how can we correct them? And if we do a live demo, students who have not filled it, they can definitely fill their form after that. It will be easier for them to do it.
Right,
So
right.
application process, I would suggest, if you are watching this live and if you're worried that how to fill the form, I have to fill it tomorrow only, it's written in the information bulletin also. Don't be in a haste when you're filling your form. Just be very calm. You have enough days to fill the form, and there are a lot of people to help you also, like we are here to help you. So definitely we'll be doing a complete live demo and you will be shown how to fill the form, and if there's any mistakes that has been made, we'll give you a solution for that also during the webinar.
Right. That would really help. And we'll make sure you all are unmuted so that, in case you want to ask right there, fill it with us. Keep your basic documents ready so that you can fill it with us on Saturday at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
Right? All right. So that's it with respect to the few doubts that I've collected today through Instagram. But if anybody has any more doubts, you can just leave it on DM. We'll make sure that on Saturday, 8 o'clock, we ensure that we answer it. Apart from that, Pratiksha, I want to tell you also that tomorrow we have an Instagram live with Arpita, that is Fizzy Dentist, and Parthvi, which basically she's also my very close friend. We've stayed together. So both of them have given NEET very recently, last year and last to last year. So they will be helping in understanding that, okay, what do you do 2 months before the exam, right? A lot of confusion on that. So if you have doubts related to the subject, how to study, how to make a timetable, we're going to address that tomorrow at the same time.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that, overall we have sort of helped you in understanding how to fill the form as well as how to study in the last 2 months.
Yes. And
So thank you so much.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be giving you the link for the registration of the webinar. So I think everybody should join the webinar because they'll be getting all the insights, how to fill the form, how to approach the counseling, how to actually approach the examination, which is our major task right now. So guys, be very assured. Palak is there to help you. She has a very good team. A lot of toppers are going to be there to help you about this. And then first and the foremost important thing is to dedicatedly prepare for the examination. Once the examination is done, everything will be taken care of later on.
Correct.
Just focus on the exam for now. And we are there to guide you through everything on Saturday at 8 p.m. Everything will be covered that day. And I think we won't be getting any doubts after that because everybody.
Yeah, we'll take care of your, just come, keep your website ready and fill the form with us, because it just avoids you from that hassle later of that stress, that what if it's wrong, what if it's right, whatever it is. So just we'll help you out through that. So thank you so much, Dr. Pratiksha. It was very nice having you.
Thank you so much, Palak, for inviting me. All the best, everyone, and hope to see everybody tomorrow also, day after tomorrow also, and again.
Right. Looking forward. Thank you so much, everybody.
Wait, there's more. But before we go further down the rabbit hole, subscribe to our channel.